Hello, my brothers and sisters. Peace be with you. So, here we are, another week, another backyard reflection. Let me ask you something. When we think of ourselves as being part of a group, when we think of ourselves as being members of a team, let's think about football, or baseball, or basketball. I mean, in baseball, is everybody the pitcher? Is everybody the shortstop? Or does each player on the field have a very important function? Maybe they don't get as much camera time. Maybe they don't get as much time handling the ball. But everyone is necessary. When we think of our club chapters, do we need everyone to be the president? Do we need everyone to be the vice president? Can you imagine if everyone was the road captain? Each person in the chapter, each person in the team has a very, very important function, a very important role to fill. And really, if you think about it, no one position is less than the other, should everyone be doing what they're supposed to be doing. The opposite is also true. If one person on a team is poisonous, even if it's a person who is not in a prominent position, that poison will affect the entire team. I talk about this in terms of the readings that the church give to us this week. We have in the readings the understanding and the teaching that although we are many different parts of the body of Christ, we are still all members. Not everyone is the ear, not everyone is the eye, but yet we need someone. We need the ears and the eyes and the nose. We need someone to be the hands and the feet and the voice. So while there are many parts, there is only one body. We see that play out in a very ordinary way in our lives. Can you imagine? Well, you don't have to imagine. Many years ago, I recall there being a sanitation strike. And when before I was working in New York City, there was a sanitation strike. Can you imagine if nobody picked up the garbage for a couple of days? Now, trash collection may not seem to be a glamorous job, but really think about it. Imagine if no one picked up the trash for a few days. Well, this happened. This happened with a sanitation strike. And then what happens? Well, everything starts to stink real bad, and the rats come. And now people are losing their mind because they realize just how important it is to have someone to do even those lesser jobs, let's call them. But believe me, nothing is a lesser job. And so it's important for us to recognize that we all have a role to play. Every one of our functions is vital. If we don't have someone to, pick up the trash, if we don't have someone to repair things. Can you imagine if there was nobody to repair the sewer system? Can you imagine if there was no one to repair whenever there was a hurricane and you have all the flooding? The water's got to go somewhere. And so we look to others. We should be looking also to ourselves. How do I treat those around me who perhaps are perceived to have a lesser important function? Am I allowing my pride to get into the way? Can things still run if I was not there? Or someone who I think perhaps less of me, can things really run if that person was not there? See, in the end, it's important for us to realize that we're all important. We all have value. We are all part of the one body of Christ. And we should see ourselves as being part of the body of Christ. No one is greater or lesser. We're all equal. We all have inherent dignity and value. from the one that makes the decisions all the way down to the one that's emptying the garbage, from the president of the chapter all the way down to the brand new prospect. We all have dignity and value. We all have worth, and we're all needed. So my brothers and sisters, let us focus on that this week. Our inherent dignity and value that we reflect from ourselves through Christ onto others. Let us see the dignity of Jesus in all that we meet. One last thing. Don't forget, Friday the 31st, we're going to have a gathering for the Punisher Nation. It's going to be a gathering so that we can remember those who have entered the 31st chapter. This event is going to take place in the Punisher members only Facebook page. And so whoever can put together a Facebook watch party so that you can invite family members, you can invite anyone who would be appropriate to come in and witness. We're going to start probably around 8:30. I know the flyer says 8 o'clock. We're probably going to start around 8:30. And so I look forward to seeing you there. And thank you again. And God bless you all. And until next time, Memento Mori.